As soon as Deck tries to land on an unknown planet, his spaceship is severely damaged. To avoid crashing, he ejects his seat at the last second and barely manages to land safely on the surface. The moment he lands, Deck begins preparing his weapons for his true mission, hunting Callisto. But suddenly, a carnivorous tree attacks from behind, using its vines to snatch away all his weapons and wrap around him, trying to kill him. Luckily, Deck still has his sword. He starts cutting the vines, but there are too many to fight at once. Somehow he manages to escape, though badly injured. Searching for a way to heal, he reaches a riverbank where he notices some strange insects. As soon as he grabs them, they explode instantly. That's when Deck realizes how deadly this planet is. Even the smallest creatures can kill. Ignoring the danger, he moves forward and encounters strange spiked plants that swell at the slightest movement. Carefully avoiding them, he suddenly notices a girl trapped in the trees calling for help. Deck ignores her at first and keeps walking, till a dragon suddenly appears in the sky. The dragon throws stones onto the spiked plants, triggering them to burst and scatter poisonous thorns everywhere. The girl warns Deck that even a single thorn can knock a person unconscious. This is the dragon's hunting tactic, forcing prey into paralysis before attacking. Before Deck can react, the dragon strikes again. The plants explode all at once and a thorn hits Deck. Slowly, he begins losing consciousness. Just then, the girl says she can save him, but she needs a weapon to free herself. With his last bit of strength, Deck throws one of his weapons toward her before collapsing. As the dragon approaches the unconscious Deck, the girl frees herself and kills the creature. When Deck regains consciousness, he is shocked to see her. Half of her body is destroyed. She introduces herself as Thea and reveals she is not human, but an android created by the Wayland-Yutani Corporation. Thea explains that she and her sister Tessa were sent to this planet with a robotic research team and have been surviving here for 2 years. Her condition, she says, is the result of an encounter with Callisto. During that battle, her body was torn apart, and Tessa was badly damaged too. Before she could repair herself, the dragon mistook her for prey, carried her away, and later discarded her when it couldn't eat her metal body. Thea tells Deck that many predators have come here to hunt Callisto, but none have returned. She offers to guide him to Callisto, but in return, asks him to take her to her camp, where the rest of her body is stored. At first, Deck refuses, but being alone on such a dangerous planet, he has no choice but to accept. He carries her forward, tying her to his back using vines for support. As they travel, Thea shares more details about the planet and Callisto. Meanwhile, the story shifts to Tessa, who is at her base repairing herself. The company detects her failure and warns that if she fails again, she will be deactivated. When Tessa checks on Thea's status, she learns that Thea is currently with a predator. Believing Deck to be a threat, she prepares for the worst, unaware that Thea is actually relying on him. Back with Deck and Thea, night falls and they rest. Thea explains that the company gave them emotions to better understand situations. As they talk, Deck falls asleep.